What I like the most of this movie is the fact that these heroes are imperfect, clumsy. They learn how to do it while they fight. They still figure it out.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this? Like all of us, in our daily life, they still learning. What do you think about this aspect of the movie?
I think it's phenomenal to show superheroes with flaws and to humanize them and to kind of, I think what a cool way into that world, this massive grandiose genre of superhero film, but to lead kind of with flaw for at least with Adam Smashing. He for sure's got no idea what he's doing. In theory, on paper, it makes a lot of sense. It was a good call. And it ends up being a decent call.
Yeah. Just saying.
But he's the one that recruited me. So.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think it's enticing. I think it's cool to be able to identify, right? Talking about looking at something and being able to identify with imperfection or flaw or even just like best intentions. I think that's really cool.
If you could choose a movie or series to live in, which one would it be?
Oh, to live in?
Yeah.
That's crazy. It definitely would not be Black Mirror.
Not Black Mirror. Could you imagine living in that world? It's like, it's if you don't find a mate, they turn you into an animal.
Wow.
Yep.
Get the pig, an animal of your choice. Yeah, it's really.
It's Lanthimos movie. Yep.
Yorgos, yeah. All of any film that Yorgos has made, I would prefer not to live in. Or like Gaspar Noé films, no thanks.
I mean,
I
think Naruto.
Fire.
I would live in Naruto.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Who would you be?
I'm always like a Sasuke Uchiha fan,
That's cool.
Itachi's pretty dope too.
Itachi's gnarly.
Or Jujutsu Kaisen, which is pretty dope.
What I like the most of this movie is the fact that these heroes are imperfect. They still, figure it out how to make it, how to be a hero. And I think it's the same with us, with our daily life. So what do you think about this aspect of the movie? And do you think this is what we need right now? Someone, imperfect to lead us?
Well, we are talking about the DC world of superheroes, and it was such a joy to play this character, Kent Nelson, Dr. Fate, in the company of my fellow actors. I think the film touches on many elements of the social structure of life now and what is needed for heroes and who do you believe in this world. And the fragility of our Earth is definitely in question because there are men out there who want to destroy and create war. And we see it on a daily basis. And you see the heroes of this war daily, whether, mothers, fathers, sons, daughters. And this film touches on certain elements of the structure of our lives today. And I think that is the beauty of it. And to see the work done, created by Dwayne Johnson, who wanted to make this movie for 15 years, to see the work of my fellow actors, Aldis Hodge, Quintessa, Noah, Sarah Shahi, to be in the company and the spirit of these actors was joyful and something that I will carry with me for many a year. And then, of course, to play a man, Kent Nelson, who was burdened with the prophecy of the helmet of Naboo, where he can see the future, and the destruction of humankind. And in a film like this, where his brother Hawkman, Carter Hall, and he, who have traversed many a century, it's overwhelming and fantastic as an actor, and so you have to bring it back to the simplicity of who you are as a man and the essence of your own humanity within the context of this fantastical lyrical world.
What I like the most of this movie is the fact that these heroes are, imperfect. They still figure out how to do it, and I think it's like all of us with our daily life. So what do you think about this comparison, this aspect of the movie?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's exactly it. And I think that's what DC does in the best possible way. Like, they truly create complex and interesting characters that will always surprise you. just by how they've been developed. And I think in this film, you know, it's exactly a replication of that, of, you know, what DC does best, but also something that I feel like as actors we've really admired with not only our producing team but also our director. And our director had given us like so much freedom to create, and which was just surprising with a film like this.
What I like the most of this movie is the fact that these heroes are imperfect, clumsy. They learn how to be heroes while they fight. So they still figure out how to do it and what it means. So it's like all of us with our life. What do you think about this aspect of the movie? And do you think this is what we need right now? Someone imperfect to lead us?
Oh, well, absolutely. I think you're feeding me some really beautiful answers here. Yes, you know, I've often thought, you know, we're not 100% saints, we're not 100% sinners. You know, it's like we've all made mistakes. We thought we were doing the right thing at the right time, but then in retrospect, maybe we should have made a different choice. And that's a very human thing to feel. So this idea that things are black and white, good and bad, there are very few things, in my opinion, that fit in those categories. You know, and for the most part, I feel like reality is a whole bunch of gray, and we are all just trying to figure things out, you know. So yes, this movie has a beautiful message in that respect, and kind of also takes on some geopolitical themes without it being, you know, righteously in your face. I myself am Persian. Everything that's happening in Iran right now, my DNA is just kind of tickling all over me and is on fire. And I don't know, I feel really privileged to play Adriana. You know, I'm in a superhero movie. I get asked a lot, oh, you weren't a superhero. Do you wish you were a superhero? And it's like, honestly, no, I don't. I'm very happy with the role that I have, to play the citizen, the one that's on the ground, the female that's fighting for change. You know, to me, that's real, that's relatable. And it's sort of my honor to portray somebody like that.
And Adriana said that the people need a guide to lead them, but at the end, they are, you know, the leaders of themselves. So it's a movie which talks about also power and how to use them. So what do you think about this aspect of the movie?
Well, like you said, you know, I feel like heroism isn't something that you can look for other people to have, but then you can't have it yourself, you know. And so I feel like Adriana, all the people of Kondak, my brother, even though Mo's character, he doesn't want any part of it, he just wants to sit on the couch and watch his westerns. I kind of drag him along, and, you know, push comes to shove, he does get in there and he does fight. But yeah, I'm a big believer in this. There's a beautiful Gandhi quote that says, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." And I feel like everybody can do that, whether it's on a grander level or it's just something that can change right outside your doorstep. You know, it's like we all can be our own heroes in some way.